Men remain boys throughout their lives. A boy is just a boy, immature. I used to often think of myself as immature. After saying certain things or doing certain actions, I would immediately feel overwhelming regret when looking back. Yet there is no medicine for regret. I have many things to hide from others, things I cannot speak of and am unwilling to dwell on. For example, the reason why I carried all my books to and from school every day. I evaded and dodged the issue. At the same time, I had a strong sense of pride, maintaining my image as a good student and keeping distance from other children. This made my heart feel deeply conflicted. I was competitive and refused to admit defeat. Yet on the surface, I acted humble to fit the image of a well-behaved child. I felt lonely inside and longed to make friends. But my inner defenses made me accustomed to keeping people at arm's length. Even when I had already formed good relationships with friends, I would, for no apparent reason, feel fearful and deliberately sabotage those connections. It's all because I couldn't let go. I thought that one day, when I matured, I might finally be able to relax. Primary school days are probably the purest era. After a person starts to gain some understanding, I remember during my first formal exam in grade 1, the midterm exam, for the only two subjects tested, Chinese and mathematics. I got full marks in both. My mother was so happy that she lifted me over her head, hugged me and kissed me repeatedly. For primary school students, the only real matter was academic performance, so my status in the class suddenly reached its peak. Although I spoke foolishly, acted clumsily, and dressed plainly, I had good grades. I recall the first time the school organized a collective movie trip for students. The old site of the cinema is where my current residential community stands. About 15 years ago, it was demolished, and the present community was built. I have lived here ever since. Before setting out, the teacher asked us to line up in order of height, with boys on the left and girls on the right, to prevent anyone from getting lost. After we lined up, the teacher told us all to hold the hand of the person standing next to us. Thus, starting from the front row, pairs of young and tender little hands held each other. I was standing relatively far back. When it came to my turn, I began to notice the little girl beside me who would hold my hand. She was truly beautiful. Later I learned that she was the most beautiful girl in the class at that time, with fair skin, long hair, and clothing that clearly showed careful selection. A small, well-fitting tie-dye dress. At least we hadn't yet been poisoned by school uniforms at that time. She also carried a delicate handbag with her. I was curious about what was inside, but being tongue-tied, I didn't dare to ask. We walked silently all the way, occasionally stealing a glance at each other. She kept smiling,